I'm joined by the Syrian activist Talal al Mayharni, who is part of the conference. The news coming out of Syria today is very disturbing. What do you think's prompted this crackdown?
Well, it is disturbing news. It seems that there is so organized and well planned, so going through sensitive cities such as Deir ez-Zor in the east, and which is mainly tribal area, and Hama, which actually holds sort of historical sensitivity. It's critical to read what the message that the regime wants to convey from this escalation. But it seems that from the beginning of the protests since March, there is sort of strategy followed by the regime in order to draw people to be involved in counter-violence. The regime knows that if this happens, he will be the winner because he's stronger in terms of weaponry, and at the same time it may give the crackdown sort of legitimacy.
And the regime has spun this line all along that there has been violence against them. Is there any evidence of that as far as you can tell?
I visited Syria last month, and from my point of view, I met lots of people around, and at least in the big cities, and I didn't find any evidence for these sort of gunmen or gangs. This is basically what the regime is saying, and if that is correct, that means for more than 5 months now, the regime is not successful in basically capturing and arresting these gunmen, and that may reflect sort of inefficacy. And it's not a good news for the regime as well, if we want to believe that.
And Reem Haddad, who is a sort of spokeswoman for Syrian state TV, forces had to go into Hama because people were effectively being suppressed, and she painted a picture as if the security forces were saving them. What would you say to that?
Well, every time that the security forces and army intend to enter a city, they basically start to speak about such a news. For more than 5-6 weeks, there was no security forces in Hama, there was no army in Hama, there was no one casualty or one victim. Just today, early morning, when the army start to enter Hama, we start to hear now the horrible news from there, and so far, as I know, is about, and this what the news saying, is about 49 victims in Hama only of wounded people. So now here imposes a question